Hello people, welcome back to Go Sleep MMA. Sorry I've had to take a little bit of time off, going through some stuff. We're back, better than ever, ready to go. We got to talk about some of the fights that have been announced recently, a few of them at the UFC 300 post-fight presser, one after later that week. First one on the screen, Dustin Poirier gets a lightweight title shot after beating I think it was 11 ranked Benoit Saint-Denis. And he will fight Islam Makhachev, I think it's June 1st or something, or 3rd, or early June. New Jersey pay-per-view. And I think he's going to get fucked. I think he is going to lose badly. I think a lot of people are kind of predicting that, but I think he's going to either get chinned or he's going to get choked out in the first 3 rounds, probably. Now, this fight for me is definitely going to be a little bittersweet regardless of how it goes, because Islam Makhachev is my favorite fighter in the UFC, one of my favorite fighters of all time. But I love Dustin Poirier too. He's also one of my more favorite fighters of all time. And seeing him get undisputed gold would be pretty cool. It would be a really good way to really finish off his Hall of Fame career. But also, that being said, Islam is the better fighter, the fighter more in his prime, and I think he will get it done. And I do want him to get it done, because I will take my favorite fighter getting a title defense over one of my favorite fighters getting undisputed gold. But honestly, I think they should have just waited out, see what happened on UFC 300, and either gave a title fight to Max Holloway or Arman Tsarukyan, but Islam won it back quicker. They gave him Dustin quicker, and it's not a bad fight. It'll be entertaining, but I think Islam takes it pretty easily, probably a round 2, round 3 sub or something. The co-main event on that same card, Sean Strickland taking on Paulo Costa. This is an interesting fight, 5 rounds. Probably maybe a number one contenders fight, I would think. Maybe to be in line. But no, if Paulo Costa wins this fight, I think he needs. But no, it's Sean Strickland. I'm literally fumbling over my own words now because I'm thinking about it. It gotta kind of be a number one contender fight. But does Sean already kind of deserves a rematch against DDP because the fight was so close? And if he beats off Paulo Costa and there's no one else in line, you could give it to Sean Strickland. But also, I was going to say Paulo Costa just lost to Robert Whittaker, so he would need another win after Sean Strickland. But Sean Strickland's the number one contender in the division. So how do you really make him beat someone else after he beats, essentially the second best guy? So, interesting fight. I think Sean Strickland's going to box the head off of Paulo Costa. But it could be competitive. Of course, I'm going to watch some film and get in a little bit into a deeper prediction in a month and a bit when it starts to come a little bit closer. But I think Sean Strickland's going to get that one done. Probably by decision, maybe even a knockout. Now, Jamal Hill gets chinned by Alex Pereira and then immediately signs up to maybe get chinned again against Khalil Roundtree. I forget what card. I think it's on the McGregor card, which we'll talk about after this. But, I think Jamal Hill probably wins this fight. It depends on if his, chin is cracked. But, Jamal Hill has had a good chin prior to the Alex Pereira fight. And Alex Pereira, we know, just hits, on a different level of hard, especially for that division. But I think in terms of, volume, striking, and speed, well, I don't know. Khalil's pretty fast. Jamal's going to be the bigger guy, the longer guy. This one's a harder one to pick, but I'm probably going to have to pick Jamal Hill. Probably to knock out Khalil Roundtree, but we'll see how it goes. I'd kind of love to see Khalil Roundtree knock out Jamal Hill, I'm not going to lie. But moving on, the biggest fight in terms of impact on the... Not impact on the sport, but in terms of impact on fucking pop culture, I guess. Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor is finally happening. It should have happened a year and a half ago when they were the tough coaches, but We're finally getting it. And I think I'm being a little hyperbolic with a year and a half ago, by the way. But, man, 5 rounds, 170 pounds. It's not 185, 170 pounds. I wish it was 155, to be honest. But I think it'll be decent at 170. And I really hope Mike Chandler beats the snot out of him. I'm not a McGregor fan. A lot of people really love the guy. I respect what he's done. I respect him as a double champ. I respect what he's done for the sport. But I don't know. I don't love Conor McGregor. I don't love the person he is. And I don't like the fighter he's been the last couple of years, you know? Well, the last couple of fights he had. But this fight's undeniably going to be massive. Conor basically gets to pick and... Not basically. Conor gets to pick and choose his opponents from here on out for the most part. Michael Chandler was just sitting around waiting, praying to the Lord himself that he gets this fight. And it finally came to fruition. In terms of an early prediction, of course, we're going to break this down probably in like a half an hour long video or something when it gets a little bit closer. But in terms of an early prediction, I'm going to go Michael Chandler. I'm going to go the guy who takes his career in terms of his career in MMA a little bit more seriously. And I think his hard work and dedication to getting this fight will, in fact, pay off when it's all said and done. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these fights in the comments. Fucking subscribe if you want to hear my official breakdown and all that for the fights when they come around. I always break down the big fights and the big pay-per-views and everything. I used to break down fight nights a little bit more, but admittedly, they weren't getting great reception, and it's not really worth my time if you guys don't enjoy them as much. I'd rather put my time into more entertaining videos about better topics, you know? But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Subscribe if you love all things MMA. Drop a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, and thank you guys so much for watching. And go slip.